In this video I'm going to upgrade some boring games, all because I bet a friend that I can't do it. We need to make games as cool as possible. Let's not waste time. The first game today is chess. On the internet I found out that chess was invented in India more than 50 centuries ago. Oh my god! During all this time chess has never been updated. Imagine if Minecraft or Fortnite hadn't been updated for at least 3 years. Nobody would play these games, but chess has been existing for 50-100 years without an update and is still popular. Okay, as usual I'll make a game in Unity. First I found good price for pieces. By the way, there are only 6 pieces: queen, king, rook, knight, bishop and pawn. Next I added a board to the scene where we'll play chess. Next is pawn pieces. Oh, this might be fun to play, but it's not what we need. After fixing bugs, we have a standard chessboard. During this tutorial I added the ability to move for all pieces like in standard chess. I hope you know the rules of standard chess. I made a promotion of a pawn into a queen or any other piece if it reaches the opposite edge of the board, and the ability to castle. Now perhaps some of you will say that this is standard chess. And you're right, we need something better. And this is Chess Upgrades Update. It's still a prototype, it's not a full game because there's no AI, no multiplayer and you can only play with yourself. But any game starts with a prototype, so let me tell you more about it. Each player has chess coins with which he can improve the pieces. To earn coins, the player must capture enemy pieces. For pawn you get 1 coin, for bishop and knight 3 coins, for rook 5 and for queen 9. For the king you don't get coins because if you capture the king, the game will end. To improve a piece, right click on it. Here's a table of how much the improvements of all pieces cost. Now let me quickly explain how the different pieces move. A pawn cannot move 2 squares from the first move. To get this feature you must upgrade it. The third level gives you the opportunity to make the first move 3 squares forward and also to turn the pawn into a queen or rook, because if your pawn is below the third level you can only choose a bishop or knight. The rook can move vertically and horizontally, but only 2 squares. To remove this limitation, improve it. The last level allows you to move horizontally by 1 square. The bishop can move 2 squares horizontally. To remove this limitation, also improve it. With the third level you will be able to move vertically and horizontally by 1 square. By the way, this allows you to change the color of the bishop. Inside the chess you can't do that. The knight will walk in an R. Yes, it's like a bishop but only 1 square. If you upgrade the knight, it can move in an L, and a full upgraded knight can move in a T. The king has only 2 levels. The first level is the most standard king, but it cannot cast him. The second level removes this limitation. And the queen. You may have guessed that the queen can only move 2 squares. The second level removes this limitation. The third level allows the queen to move like a knight, which makes it even more dangerous. And the last, 4th level, is a new way to win, because at this level the queen can go to absolutely any square on the board. This means that you can capture the king at any time, but getting such a queen is very difficult. For this you need a lot of coins. I added the tutorial to the game so you can figure it out. I uploaded this game on itch.io and you can play it. Maybe later I'll add something else, but for now send this game to my friend and we'll move on. I spent a lot of time deciding which game to improve second. I even watched the top 100 best games of all time, but then I realized that these are the best games and they are usually not boring. I made a list of boring games that included Tetris, Pong, Snake and Flappy Bird, and I decided to upgrade Flappy Bird. I don't know why, I just liked this idea. But wait, I think we need a new name. How about Flappy Crow? It's very original. I drew a crow and added it in Unity. Oh, it's blurry. Next I tried to draw a background, but I didn't succeed. Therefore I repeated the original background. Then I made the background move infinitely, and the player script. Oh, now it looks like the wave mode in Geometry Dash. I made a death animation, added colliders, and now the crow can die if it goes out of the borders. But still I did the normal control as it was in the original game. I also drew new pipes and added them to the game. But the game is no different from the original, it's also boring. So I decided to add an RPG to the crow so it can shoot and blow up those boring pipes. Oh yeah, using the Unity particle system I made the explosion more attractive. And since I already decided to turn it into a shooter, I decided to add a few more guns. For example, a sniper rifle. I don't know where the Crow got these guns from, but it looks cool. For the sniper rifle I added a beautiful shot animation. Next I added an AK-47. Yes, this is the coolest Crow I've ever seen. You can endlessly demolish these boring pipes. Finally I added the main menu and the ability to select weapons. First I wanted to make a store where you could buy guns for points, but I got too lazy to do it. I made some settings, added music, made a build of the game, and now you can play it, using the link in the description. I sent this link to my friend. And now let's improve the final game. If you watched my first video to the end, then you remember the bonus game that I showed. This is an upgraded snake. I could send this game to my friend, but there's one problem. This is the first game I've ever made. I watched this video, then this, and then I made this game. So the code is terrible, I urgently need to redo this. First in Blender I made a player model that looks like a cube. I did this in Unity and decided to make a camera. For this I used Cinemachine, because making a third-person camera is very difficult. Okay, I finished setting up the camera and started making the jump. I did it with a curve since the rigid body is not customizable. I can change the height, the duration and also the trajectory along which the cube moves during the jump. It's a very convenient system. Next I made it so that the cube always faces the same direction as the camera. I made a spike in Blender and it's good that now I have some experience in Unity, because last time I spent several hours writing the code for this. Now I easily did it and decided to add some textures from Geometry Dash. Now it looks much better. Next I made a random spawn of spikes on the map, copied my old snake script and wow, it looks really cool. Using the Unity particle system I made a death effect and also added the death sound from Geometry Dash. The game is almost done. I made a pause menu and decided not to make a main menu for such a simple game. At the map edges I added invisible walls that kill you and added deep house music. And finally the game Geometry Snake is done. This is an upgraded version of two games at the same time, Snake and Geometry Dash. Link to this in the description. I hope he liked at least one of my games. Now you can watch some other videos on my channel if you liked this video. For example, how I made the hardest thing in my life, which is the game Ralt. It's my very first game and it's really big for a first game. Or you can watch how I made Geometry Dash in every possible and impossible dimension.